All right, it's March 23rd, 2019. We're back here at the Umbrella Sage, and we're going to be propagating today. All right, so first we're going to take some cuttings here. I'm going to take some of the ones with lots of seeds. Looks like seeds or flowers. I'm going to take the ones that have got most of these. I don't think it really matters which ones you take, whether they be ones that have seeds or flowers or ones that don't have them. I don't really think it matters, because what we're going to do is basically turn it upside down and submerge the top end into the water and leave it there. And we're going to have new shoots popping out of the top here. So we're going to go ahead and take some right now. We'll pick some up. Okay. All right, so there we go. We've got some Umbrella Sage cuttings, and these are what we're going to propagate. All right, guys, so we've gone ahead and trimmed down the cuttings. And I trimmed the stems as well as some of the leaves so that they fit in this this little garbage can that I've got filled with water here. So what I want is for the tops to be submerged in the water, but not hitting the bottom. That way, when the roots do come out, there's space down there for the roots, at least 6 inches for the roots to kind of grow downwards into the water, as well as the shoots having some room to kind of grow upwards. So we're going to leave this here for a couple of weeks. I've seen this process done on YouTube by multiple YouTubers, but they've done it several different ways. So I've kind of compiled all their different ways into one, and we're gonna make this attempt at propagating the Umbrella Sage. From what I've seen, it isn't too hard. The Umbrella Sage seems to grow pretty well in these circumstances that we've created right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill it up with water so that it completely submerges the tops of the Umbrella Sage. I'm going to set it aside, and we'll wait for a couple of weeks before we come back and see what's happened. All right, guys, so it's June 1st, 2019, and we're back here at the Umbrella Sages. All 3 of these cuttings, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, that we had flipped upside down, have at least 3 or 4 stems coming off of them. So I'm going to pull them up here so you guys can kind of see what's going on. So, as you can see, there is lots of root growth going on down there. My neighbor came over the other day, and she asked. She's really big on gardening herself. So every now and then she gives me some plants. So as a matter of fact, she gave me some red tea leaf plants that I had made a video of. But I asked her if she wanted something from the garden here. As you can see, there's quite a variety. There's the original Umbrella Sage right there. So you can see it's kind of going out of control there. So I'm going to have to trim some of that back because it's just everywhere. But I've got a few things out here all over the place, and every now and then I'll ask my neighbors if they want something, they can have it, because I've got so many plants myself. So she pointed out that she wanted some of this plant, which was the Umbrella Sage. And I told her I was in the process of propagating some, so I'm going to go ahead and separate one of these stems, and I'm going to place it into this pot with some Miracle-Gro potting mix, and it's going to go into the saucer. So we're going to go ahead and just cut one of the stems right here at the top, which will allow us to separate the plant from the rest of them. And we'll go ahead and grab that part and cut off. The roots are amazing, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 7th one coming up right here. So you've got 7, and these, I guess in theory, you could split them apart. You can kind of see right there where they kind of separate at the bottom. So each one of these little stems could be a whole new cluster of Umbrella Sage all over again. But I'm going to trim some of these leaves away so that when I pot it, none of these are sticking out all over the place. So I'd say that's good enough right there. And you see a leaf kind of stuck in those roots, like a fish stuck in jellyfish tentacles. But as you can see, these roots are kind of big, so I'm not trying to jam them down there while I'm working with one hand. So I'm going to go ahead and set the camera down now, and I'm basically just gonna kind of get the roots in there carefully and put some more soil in there to kind of keep the plant standing upright. All right, so here I've gotten it in the pot. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up and water the plant while we're at it. So go ahead and clean that up right now. And we'll give it some water. So there we go, there's the umbrella sage. And it's potted, and you can see the saucer is full of water down there. So I do like to keep a little bit of water in here. This plant drinks a lot of water. I know, because I water that every day and I fill the saucer up as well. And by the end of the day, especially because summer's, you know, just now starting up, by the end of the day there's no more water left in that saucer down there. So there we are for the umbrella sage. With the other two, I'm going to go ahead and pot them as well as soon as I get the materials to place them in their own pots as well, because these are going to get big in no time at all. I'll keep you updated here within the next couple of months on how the umbrella sage are doing, but as for now, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys.